What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. I know I haven't posted in a long time. There's reasons for it, but I've been keeping a secret, and that secret is an S15. So I was going through some health issues in the past year. Long story short, I had a broken foot. I couldn't work on any cars, so obviously I wasn't making any videos. But I did pick up this S15 just a little bit over 2 years ago. I've kept it kind of a secret. It's a personal dream of mine, and pretty much anybody who has ever owned a 240, they can agree that S15 is the ultimate ass chassis that you want to ever have or build. So when an opportunity came on this car, I hopped right on it. I got the shell, and then over time, me and my buddy Dwayne have been just putting work into it whenever we're free and we have available time to do so. And this is where it's at right now. It is a fully rolling shell at this point. When I picked it up, it was a bare shell, no suspension whatsoever. We've had to piece the suspension together, obviously. Luckily, it's the same stuff as an S14. S14 subframe, S14 knuckles, coilovers, etc. It's all the same stuff as far as I'm concerned. Obviously on S15 spec cars, the diffs are a little different, but that's for your preference. I'm gonna put a regular S14 diff in there with a spool from Weird Performance, just like I've been running on all my other cars. And as far as the steering rack, I sourced a S13 right-hand drive steering rack. It is a little bit different, but honestly, most people can't tell the difference between S13 and S14 once it's in use. So I had that rebuilt, put it in. I got the whole steering all figured out. Now we just need to put a motor in, fuel system, and we'll have a fully running and operational S15. As I mentioned earlier, I got it as a bare shell. It had basically no panels, no hood, no trunk, no door. It was fully gutted. So my mentality behind it was, it's gonna be a drift car. If it was full interior, obviously the way the S15s are these days and how expensive they are, I wouldn't want to tear it apart and ruin a perfectly beautiful car. But because it was already done for me, I had no other option, just build a drift car. So I sourced the trunk, I sourced the door. The doors were gutted, so I didn't have any windows or anything like that. So I ended up just trimming the doors out already, kind of prep it up for a cage, full drift spec. I sourced a dashboard and a center console. I was lucky enough to find that. I currently don't have any windows. It's probably gonna get plexiglass windows. I've already cut out a hole for a fuel cell. The reason why we are gonna go with the fuel cell is because S14 fuel tanks are now super expensive. I mean, these things are going for $750 plus, and they are still made out of plastic. They could crack anytime because they are old and they're gonna leak. It just felt like to me like it was a waste of money. Let's just do a fuel cell from the get-go. Once again, it's gonna be a drift car, so why not, right? We stitch welded the entire chassis inside and out. Every area and crevice has now been stitch welded for maximum durability. You can see the strut towers. Put in a lot of work, a lot of effort into all this. Basically making it as good as possibly we could for the rigidity of the car. It's gonna get a cage naturally. As far as the engine bay goes, stitch welded everything as well. I even ended up getting a kit to plug up all the holes on the firewall. Once again, race car. It's gonna be very simple, as simple as I can make it probably. I did keep the wheel well stock for now. That might go in the future. We might do tubs depending on how low the car is going to go, but for now I just want to keep it simple, nothing crazy other than the obvious, which is the cage and the fuel cell. I was contemplating for a long time if I want to do a JZ. I actually ended up picking a GE block that I was going to simply build for like 400, maybe 500 horsepower. Nothing as crazy as my S14. But then I came to a realization, why do I want to have two JZ S chassis? Why not keep the S15 at its original shape, the way it was designed for, an SR20? So I ended up picking up a notch top block. I'm gonna end up building it, forging it internally, and probably keeping it around 400, 450 horsepower. It should be plenty to have fun with this car. As far as the body goes, it's pretty much almost there at its final state where I want it to be. I am considering doing a trunk wing. I'm still not sure if it's going to be a GT style wing, super aggressive, or if maybe I can get my hands on a stock spec R wing. It's going to get a roof wing as well once we figure out the whole window situation. Because I am doing a fuel cell in the back, I'm going to have to build a little protection firewall, and the glass is probably going to be plexi at this point. In fact, I might consider all the windows to be plexi because the car came without windows. Windows are actually really expensive. All these things are expensive for this car because everything has to be imported. It's not like I can just go to a junkyard and pick up an S14 or S13 windows. I purchased this body kit 2 years ago from Toge Factory. This is the Raijin Origin Lab body kit. 55mm rears, 55mm front fenders. They do offer 75mm, but I thought that would be just too aggressive for what we're going for with this car. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you're just as excited as I am about building an S15. I hope you'll hit that like button already. If you haven't, please do so. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like. We definitely have more content coming. I'm going to be doing a lot of parts reviews that I'm going to be collecting for the car, brand new out of the box. Going to make some review videos, make some installation how-to videos. We're obviously going to dyno it, and I'm going to vlog that for you guys as well, so stay tuned for that. Hope you have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.